All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Brittany Hawkins, the co-founder of Elanza Wellness. And I don't know if you or anyone that you know has undergone fertility treatment, but after undergoing the process myself a few years ago, I can say it was the absolute worst experience of my entire life. So at Elanza, our mission is to take the fear out of fertility. Now, because this is largely a taboo subject, you may not know how massive the issue of infertility is and how quickly it's growing. Right now, 1 out of 6 couples struggles with infertility, which is due to delayed parenthood, but also because lifestyle and environmental factors are wreaking havoc on our fertility. These trends are escalating so dramatically that scientists now believe that by 2045, most couples will need assisted reproduction. Yes, this is a real life Handmaid's Tale. So despite these trends, anyone who's undergone treatment can tell you that the process is absolutely horrendous. After my own treatment, I found that there were some really significant gaps in clinical care. First, there is no emotional support, which is super unfortunate if you consider that 90% of people undergoing treatment have depression and anxiety. Then on the other side of the coin, you have really important lifestyle modifications that people are actually not told about, which can actually increase success rates by 27%. And this is a ton if you consider that current success rates are only about 30%. So you're talking about doubling your odds. So my co-founder and I, we channeled our frustration into writing a book. Here it is. We worked alongside 25 fertility doctors, and it was actually that process that was really revealing. We found that those gaps in care that I mentioned have a really significant impact on the clinic's bottom line as well. So for example, 30% of patients drop out of treatment specifically due to emotional distress. That accounts for more than $2 million in lost revenue per doctor per annum. So that's why we're taking this B2B2C approach, in which Elanza is actually offered by the doctor, but she's really the patient's virtual companion to care, helping with lifestyle and emotional support throughout every stage of the fertility journey. But the thing is that each person's fertility journey is totally different. So that's why we're using data science and machine learning to deliver a fully comprehensive and personalized approach. This data-driven behavioral coaching approach is finally able to give patients the opportunity to improve both the treatment experience and outcomes. So we're offering real-time psychology-driven coaching and education through text message, which has open rates of up to 98%. Data-driven step-by-step insights, and we're triaging to human coaches for patients that really need that additional support. The initial data from our pilot shows that this is extremely valuable to clinics too. We're talking about the opportunity to reduce patient dropouts by 20%, which represents more than $1 million in saved revenue per doctor per year. This is also in addition to clinical time saved and better success rates. So we're charging clinics $25K per doctor per annum. This represents more than a 40x ROI. In addition, a portion of their patients can opt into premium products and services, such as supplements and one-on-one coaching sessions, which actually accounts for an additional $10K in just the first year. To come up with this unique model, we spent years doing the research, interviewing dozens of patients, doctors, scientists, and healthcare experts. We've run 3 separate pilot programs with 11 clinics, and the work is already paying off. We just graduated from Techstars New York in June, and our Tier 1 SaaS product is now live with 11 paying clinics. It's really this clinic SaaS model that sets us apart. So while you may have heard about the surge in funding around the fertility sector, the vast majority of this has been around consumer-facing apps as well as employer-driven benefits. So to do this, we really have exactly the right skills and experience to make this happen. Amongst us, we've founded 4 companies in mobile, tech, and fertility, and our combined skills in research, marketing, law, fertility, and tech are going to be crucial in transforming what is right now a very cold and clinical process into one that is far more empowering and successful. So we're raising 1.5 million to build out our tech and sales team. This is going to allow us to reach our secondary markets and launch our tier 2 SaaS product. We're tracking towards $1 million in ARR in just 16 months. Please join us in taking the fear out of fertility.
Thank you very much. For those watching, this was RBL1 Live. Thank you, Brittany, for kicking off our founder pitch series and featuring Elanza Wellness. Before we let you go, if you can share with the audience, I'll ask one or two questions just to kick it off. Can you share a little bit on what inspired you to start Elanza Wellness?
Well, it was really the experience of undergoing fertility treatment. No one expects to need to go through this thing, and we're all just, I think anyone sort of, even male or female, going through this sort of next stage in their life, trying to figure out what they want out of life. Do they want a family? A lot of people are just, there's a lot to grapple with there, both, emotionally and physically, and then also just looking at fertility treatment, which is we're lucky to have, but it's also really difficult. So it was really the personal experience. And I also come from a family of doctors and nurses. So, myself being able to see the gaps in clinical care and seeing the opportunity to help doctors fix that.
Excellent. And if you can share a little bit more about your business model. I know it's two-pronged in terms of your focus. Can you talk a little bit about how you intend to go to market and grow your onboard more customers?
Yeah, we've been working with fertility doctors for a while now. We've really, found that not only do patients want to get this information from their doctor, they expect it, and doctors want to be able to provide it as well. So there's this real symbiotic opportunity to bring both parties together. And we're already seeing a lot of interest from both patients and doctors. So seeing that as our initial port of call, we're able to work with them to distribute Elanza. But the long-term strategy is really to use this specific time frame when we're able to gather data on how to actually optimize not just fertility treatment outcomes, but reproductive health. This is a really, really important opportunity to then take this paradigm and then scale it into OBGYNs in the preconception care as well as maternal health.
Excellent. So that's all we have for tonight. Brittany, I'll take you off air so that the other investors can ask you questions. But thanks everyone for watching RBL1 Live, and tune in next week for more amazing founders like Brittany, and look out for Elanza Wellness. So